What up, what up? Stay so G. Back with another topic, back with another video. So the title of this video is going to be, should you buy cryptocurrency in 2025? So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribers that subscribe to my channel. I endeavor to keep pushing these videos out to give you leverage to better yourselves. Let's get into it. So should you buy cryptocurrency in 2025? So let me get some reasons why I believe you should. Because right now, as recording this video, it is March of 2025, and I'm pretty sure a lot of folks are like, what are you talking about? Like, the economy is trash, inflation is at an all-time high, folks losing their jobs, you know, like, why in the world should I go out and buy cryptocurrency? I should be saving money, right? I shouldn't be buying anything, right? And I do understand that folks that know about the market, the crypto market, and also the stock market, you see a lot of folks that are actually pulling out, pause, as far as like pulling their actual funds they have in those stocks. A lot of folks liquidating assets that they have for cash. You know, like, folks are getting really scared, you know what I'm saying, as far as like how the economy is going right now. But, you know, one thing that folks have to realize, especially when it comes to the stock market, anytime the stock market has a correction, which is going on right now, right, as far as like, you know, things will bottom out and a lot of stocks will go down in value. Eventually, it goes back up. And a lot of times when it goes back up twice the value of what it was before. This is the reason why a lot of folks that had a good financial position in 2008 are millionaires right now. Because, you know, they may have, you know, may had a business, they may have like, they may had an inheritance, they may have been able to sell stuff off to keep themselves afloat, and they made good investments, and eventually it paid off, right? So anytime that you actually see the economy, the American economy, in a situation to where like things are very dire, and you have extra cash around, or you have enough funds to actually start to buy assets and to buy stocks, I'm telling you, that is the best time to do it, because once you buy low, eventually it's going to go high. It may take years, you know, who knows, but eventually it always goes back up. That's just the history of how the stock market runs. And the cryptocurrency market is no different, right? Cryptocurrency at one time was booming. I think the two runs, I think, was 2017 and 2021. And I know it was 2021. I know that was one of the runs, because I was working in a contracting job at the time, and I was buying Dogecoin. Hence Elon Musk, right? The guy that created Dogecoin. And a lot that coin was like at one point, like I think like 25 cents, something like that. And then I bought a lot of it. I think at one point it went to like, I think like 80 cents, and I wound up making like $2,000 because of how much I bought of it. You know, so it's a very sound technology when it comes to cryptocurrency. I think that cryptocurrency is going to boom eventually. I think it's going to boom this year, honestly. I really do. Even though, you know, things don't look that great when it comes to how the economy is right now. But I'm telling you, when things settle, which I think it will this year, I think eventually cryptocurrency is going to blow up. I really believe so. And I'm buying a lot of cryptocurrency right now. Now, you know, one thing you have to understand about cryptocurrency, let's talk about Bitcoin. I know a lot of folks have heard about Bitcoin. I have a whole bunch of different coins that I have in my portfolio. But I know Bitcoin is one of the more familiar, if not the most familiar, cryptocurrency. So it's not financial advice, but if you're going to buy crypto, I think you should go ahead and buy Bitcoin first, right? Get yourself a Robinhood account or a Coinbase account. I have both. And I buy all kinds of coins on those two internet markets. But one thing you have to understand about cryptocurrency, let's say you have a coin, let's say Bitcoin, right? I think as of today, Bitcoin is worth like $81,000 for one coin. Once you go on those markets and you have to start to buy Bitcoin, you can buy pieces of it. So you don't have to buy the full cryptocurrency, you don't have to buy the full coin. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of folks these days don't have $81,000 laying around just to buy one Bitcoin, right? It doesn't work like that. You can buy increments of that Bitcoin. Let's say you bought like like 0.001% of a Bitcoin, one Bitcoin. depending on depending on how much you paid for it, right? How much money, how many pieces of that coin you got, you could literally make thousands of dollars off of you buying the piece of Bitcoin that was worth that much, if that makes any sense. It's a crazy concept, but it's real. And there are a lot of millionaires that were made in 2017. There's a lot of millionaires made in 2021 when it came to the cryptocurrency market. That's just a fact. When I drive around some of these places in DC, and I drive around some of the places in Virginia, the part of Virginia I live in, I can almost guarantee you that these folks have a cryptocurrency portfolio. There's no doubt about that. Another thing when it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to banks and crypto, because crypto is based off of the blockchain technology. And not exactly sure how to explain this because I'm an IT person. I can explain it in the best terminology when it comes to IT, but I know a lot of folks don't understand technology to a certain degree, right? So I don't want to belabor the definition of it, but basically, let's say in layman's terms, let's say that me and you, we exchange money. Let's say I give you a $100 bill, and you walk away, and you let's say you go to a crowd or something, right? Let's say you go to a building has 100 people inside of it, and it was agreed upon that Ashley was going to go back and see you in this building, and I go back to the building, and I can't find you, so I ask, where you are, and every single person in that building, all 100 people, actually point to you. They actually verify that you're in the building. I go back there and get my money. So I know there might be a kind of a convoluted definition as to how the blockchain technology works, but basically in layman's terms, that technology is incorruptible. There's no way for somebody to manipulate it. So when you buy cryptocurrency, there's no way that somebody can go in there and hack your money, right? Now in the banking systems can be hacked. That's just a fact, right? There's a lot of banks that have lost hundreds of millions of dollars over the last probably decade from hackers hacking into their systems. The blockchain is inhackable. It's incorruptible. You cannot hack it. So I'm gonna give you another example. Let's say that I buy, I don't know, maybe $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, right? And for some crazy reason, I want to fall into a coma, and I sleep for about 10 years, right? And somebody wakes me up through the grace of God, and I go back and try to find my money, right, on the blockchain, or whatever crypto market I'm actually a part of, and that $100,000 is now $1 million because of how the market fluctuated over the 10 years that I was asleep. If I do the same situation with a bank, right, and I put $100,000 in a bank, and I fall asleep for 10 years, and I wake up, there's a good possibility that bank folded and my $100,000 is gone, right? Or the bank doesn't give me a return like cryptocurrency does. Let's say the bank gives me like 0.0 interest every single year. So the $100,000 that I put in the bank in my savings account maybe I'm talking about maybe worth 120. So over 10 years, I only made $20,000 on that $100,000. And I'm actually probably giving the banks a little bit more grace when it comes to that, because they probably didn't even get that much of a return, right? So cryptocurrency is just, I'm telling you, over this next decade, I think cryptocurrency is going to be like a really, really big thing. I think digital money as a whole is definitely going to take over. Paper money, fiat money, I think it's going to go away in my lifetime. I don't think it's going to be any more paper money. I think it's all going to be digital. And cryptocurrency is going to be the focal point when it comes to folks actually being able to build wealth and save money, because cryptocurrency is actually a savings and investing. I can invest in cryptocurrency, but I can save in cryptocurrency as well, because if I put my money into cryptocurrency and buy cryptocurrency, I'm getting a return more than what it is with the bank, right? And it's secure. Nobody can hack into it. So that's my opinion about cryptocurrency. I think that if you guys are in a very good position when it comes to buy cryptocurrency, or you might be broke. You could be, you know what I'm saying? But even in that scenario, I think that not buying any type of cryptocurrency right now, I think it's a really big mistake. I think folks are going to really feel the effects and see the effects of why you didn't buy cryptocurrency during this time, because cryptocurrency is not at all-time low, but I mean, it is low right now. So if you buy now, there's a good possibility that eventually over the next year or so, it will increase, and it will keep increasing. One thing I will say when it comes to any kind of stock market is like this, right? So you may buy a cryptocurrency that's worth $10, and tomorrow it may be only worth $2. Don't get skittish. Keep it there, because if you do, eventually it will go back up, and then from that point, you can decide whether you want to pull it out and cash out on your investment, or keep it there and let it grow even more. So anyway, drop some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think about cryptocurrency, because I'm very bullish when it comes to cryptocurrency. I've been like that since 2021 when I made that $2,000 off of buying Dogecoin. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I bought, like I said, it was barely 25 cents. You know, so it's like, for me to make that much money off of buying that much coins in the crypto market was eye-opening. So ever since then, I've been a firm believer of cryptocurrency. And I think that folks in a bad financial situation right now can really come out on top if you buy some crypto, all right? So I appreciate y'all, I love y'all. We'll discuss the topic or subject you think beneficial to your channel. Email me asog757@gmail.com. My email address, subscription below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.